Got a nice hand for Stacy. Thank you.
And I'm very sorry, Jonathan helped me with this. He started the idea, and then we kind of ran with it, and I kind of did a lot, probably took over. But I want to say thank you to Jonathan for what he did. He got our DJ. He started, contacting people, calling a lot of people personally. I did a lot email because I'm not local. But he's not local either. He's from Arizona, and he called a lot of people and got them to come in. And he's getting ready to retire. After 20 years in the Army, he's retiring next month. So thank you, Jonathan. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that. We hope everyone has a great time. They'll be putting the food out after we go through the announcements and things. So just feel free, you guys, eat up.
First of all, I want to thank you just for the opportunity. So many things have changed at Clay High School when you guys left. One, I wanted to start by thanking Ms. Hanson for coming tonight. I was going to tell her, isn't that nice that the yearbook sponsor showed up? But then I was going to spring on you that we've been married for 4 years. So,
wherever he goes, I go.
Since you guys now are a little bit older, Joe, how old are you guys now? 38. 38, then I'm allowed to say this. 37. She used to, teach, and then I was administrator, and all this time, she was always under me. She is now the new assistant superintendent of Clay County Schools. She now thinks she's the boss. The idea is always at home. You know where I was going. Thank you. Always at home. She's the boss. Now she thinks she's the boss here too. So any of the guys that I may have. Well, the Board of Education. The Board of Education talks to you. Would you just raise your hand? I really do apologize to you guys, all right? Well, now that you're 38 years old, and I'm getting older, but I have to tell you a story, and this is a God's honest truth. My oldest daughter, Mandy, who is now a junior in Central Florida, she was born when you guys were seniors, if you remember. I don't know if you remember, I came up with a little baby, Joe, I know you do, from wrestling. And she's now 20 years old and a sophomore, obviously, but probably a junior. We went to Winn-Dixie in Middleburg. It was brand new, all right? And we're standing at the counter, and this guy, and this is the God's honest truth, he was this big and this wide, all right? Look, holy crap. And he had a motorcycle jacket on, right? So he's just standing all like this, and Mandy and I are waiting, I'm just holding her hand. She's about 3 years old. And all of a sudden, he turns around and he says, "You used to whip my ass." I looked at him, I go, "Sorry about that. Hope you didn't take it, serious." I mean, even if I shot him, he was not going down. Right? And I'm looking, and he just, all of a sudden, and he says, "I'm telling you, whip my," and I'm thinking, all right, if I leave Mandy, right, he won't do anything to a 3-year-old. I can run and get help. Well, as it turned out, he started smiling. He turned and looked at his son, and he said, "He taught me lessons." He said, "Every time I got it, I also found out why." I went, "Oh, thank God." Because I'm telling you right now, this guy was Hell's Angels all over. And when I tell you this big, he was 6'8", 400 pounds if he was an ounce. So anyway, just had to share that with the guys who may have had the introduction of the Board of Education. When you guys left, you were 100 strong in your class. The uniqueness of Clay High was unique, as it shows tonight with 30 of you showing. Come on guys, that's almost 30% of you coming back. That's pretty neat. We grew, after you left, to, well, we stayed about the same, 100 graduates, but we stayed right at about 800, 900. Remember, we had all those 7th and 8th graders running around. We finally got rid of them. We got rid of Miss Wilkes and Mr. Wilkes and Miss Roberts. They went and opened up Ridgeview High School, okay? And that's been a great, they've done a great job there. And what happened was, all of a sudden, we started growing, because you remember, Lake Asbury was not part of us. They wanted to go to Middleburg. Remember? The new school. Oh, they wanted to go to Middleburg. All right, well, they were there, and they drew the lines. About 93, it was my last year coaching, we started, Fleming Island just boomed. And they brought Lake Asbury to us and Fleming Island. We started growing. We were at 1,000 kids. We ended at 2,200. When you guys were there, I had less than 60 teachers. We grew to 135 teachers at Clay High School. Portable city. We had over 40 portables outside. It was a mini city outside. But we went to 2,200. They then left and went to Fleming Island, and we lost about 1,000 students then. We dropped to 1,600 in about 2003, 2004. We then dropped all the way back down to 1,100. And a strange thing happened. They opened up our school, and 200 kids from Fleming came to us. And we're back up to 1,400, and now Lake Asbury's ready to pop, as you know. We'll be growing by about 200 each year. Next year, we're growing by 210. So it's been that roller coaster, but it's never lost its charm. We have a thing, and it started right about with you guys, but there's this old saying, once a Blue Devil,
always a Blue Devil.
You would not believe when we say that at school now, and if you say it in Fleming and Lake Asbury, they do yell it out, and it really is neat. And you guys started it, and it was the uniqueness when people came. The teachers cared about you. You know that, all right? Can I tell you who is left at Clay High School? I thought that would just be a neat thing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? The butcher is still there. Okay? Who is the butcher? Buchanan is the butcher. Thank you very much.
Great suit.
Oh my God.
Okay? Okay. How many remember Miss Penn? Typing Miss Penn? Miss Penn retired this year after 38 years.
You can tell her I still have
She
scars.
walked in here, sir.
I still have scars.
Okay, let me tell you, if she walked in here now, you'd look and say, oh my God, she looks the same. I am telling you, that woman never changed.